Hey guys, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel, and I'm so pleased to have y'all here with me. I am using my Becca Primer, my handy dandy Becca Primer, and it was actually my homegirl Danny who told me about this primer. So I'm using my handy dandy Becca Primer, like I said, and I have primed my face. I've washed my face. Look at this. Y'all see this? Always happens. All right, so I'm gonna be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills today. That's what I always use. And I'm gonna be using my angled brush. And I don't know, I find myself, I like the Dipbrow Pomade. I have used other products before, and I think maybe I've just become accustomed to this. And regardless if I use another product or not, I don't know, I just like the way this glides on. It's one of those products that, you know, you may have some staple products in your kit, and this is something I have just kind of found over the years to really love. And you know, you see my before pictures and you can see that I don't really have that much of a brow, so I really have to create mine. And there's no problem with me. You know, the good Lord gave us the mind and the intelligence. So what I do is I just basically follow what I already have. I don't get my eyebrows done. The only thing I do, and if you watch any of my other videos, the only thing I do is just kind of nick off this part right here with a razor, and that's about it. And so I just really just follow what I have, follow the natural shape of my brow because I don't get them done, and I just fill them in that way. Now if you would see some photos of me from maybe, you know, 7 years ago, I would really be cussing out my friends asking why did they let me do my brows like that, because they were so stinking thick, so thick, made no sense. And I'm a believer that just, you know, if you mess up on your brows, there's wonderful things called concealer, and you just fix it. There's nothing, I mean, there's really nothing to it. You just fix it and you keep it pushing, and that's about it. Using my MAC. This is NW45, and this is the same concealer. I tend to use the same shade that is complementing my natural tone for a lot of my looks. I don't really do looks that require a lighter shade of concealer. Now, unless I'm doing like a smoky eye or something really bright, then I'll use a concealer that is a couple shades lighter. And yeah, I don't know, I just like the concealer shade to pretty much melt and just melt right into my skin, and that's it. Get you your spoolie. Get your spoolie. And brows are a difficult thing that you can do. They're really difficult. And spoolie. And this brush set, what brush set is this? I got this off of Amazon, actually. This spoolie came from a set on Amazon, and I'm usually a Sonia Kashuk girl. I have been using her stuff for years, and I don't know, I just like her stuff. I just like her stuff. So I'm gonna do my eyes first, and I am going to just use a concealer that is my shade. I'm also going to be testing out this Maybelline Fit Me shade that I picked up for foundation. I forgot what shade I was with them, and I have not been able to find a match yet. And of course we're under quarantine and we're dealing with Corona, so I don't want to be touching up the people's stuff. So I kind of just grabbed one that looked like it had my undertone. and it looked like it was my shade, so we'll see. I'm gonna be using box of crayons today. I have really come to love this palette, and I don't know, I personally try to support as many black businesses as I can, and if the black business, they got a palette, I'll use it, and I'll use it, and I'll use it, and I'll use it some more. So I think I'm gonna do, maybe I might do, I have on black, so I'm gonna do a dark eye. So I'm using the brown, and literally, because it's crayons, and if you've never used crayon case, never heard of crayon case, it is a super dope line. I love the way that she has created the packaging. It's as if you're going to school. So the sheet paper is your makeup remover sheet, erasers, it's your makeup brushes look like pencils. It's all of that. It's super, super dope. I like her concept, and I like the way that she has branded herself. And super is dope. She presents as just someone who is very down to earth, and her tribe are all people who trust her, and they're all doing their own thing. And I find that to be very important, that if you are on the if you're coming up, or you have an idea, or it's something that you really want to do, I think it is imperative to have people around you. I'm gonna use a tan. To have people around you who are supportive, and their support can be in many different forms. It can be in working with you. It can be in giving guidance, and I'm gonna put it all over here. It can be in giving guidance. It can be in liking, sharing your content that you're putting out. It can be just word of mouth, and I think people have forgotten that word of mouth is still one of the best ways of advertising, hands down, point blank, period. It is what it is. I said what I said, and all of that good stuff. I believe that it is still one of the most important ways to advertise, and you can't beat it. I'm sorry, because just like it works for spreading greatness, it can kill you, and it can kill your brand so quickly too. If you have bad, and you know, it can be nerve-wracking, because I think sometimes we as business owners, or people just having an idea for something, I'm using the green, and we have an idea for something, we want everybody around us to be as eager about it as we are, and we get upset, and we find ourselves becoming so upset with those around us, because they're not as supportive as we think that they should be. And I think we put ourselves in a predicament and put ourselves in a huge pickle when we do stuff like that. We have to remember that, like, our friends don't owe us anything. People don't owe us anything. People share stuff out of the kindness of their heart, and it's just because they want to, and that's it. And if they don't do it, it's just simply because they don't want to. Does that mean that they don't want you to succeed? No, it could just mean that their level of, their method of support is different. I've never used this lime green. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna use the same brush that I just used with the green. We'll see what happens. And this is a segue. I'm all for trying just crazy stuff. Like, try it and see if it works. If it don't work, then you just, wash off your face and try again. You just wash off your face and try again. So I guess I'm going green. And then I am going to use this blue here. I'm gonna see what happens. That blue. And I'm gonna put it on my eyelid. Not bad. Does this always work? No. And so I'm using the baby blue over that green. And the baby blue is a shimmer, so that kind of helps a lot too. And also, if you have any makeup that doesn't seem like it comes on, then all you have to do a lot of times is just wet the brush, and it'll pick up the pigment, especially if it's a shimmer. So I think some of these looks can end up being like really crazy, and you're sitting there at the end looking like, what the heck did I do? And then you be like, you know what, I like it. I like it. It might be a little different, might be a little crazy, but you know, it's all right. Okay. But, you know, I think we do ourselves a great disservice by expecting people to do things for us that we would do for them. And you just gotta let people be people. And that's it. I'm using the magenta now. And you just kind of like gotta let people be people. And I'm gonna put it here. Just let people be people. And you never know that you might not ever know that, you know, if you have a podcast that they might just let your podcast play every day. You might not ever know that they do stuff like that because they don't speak on it. They don't tell you what they're doing. So don't think that just because you don't see the support and you know you don't see them sharing it, you don't see them doing certain things, that they're not doing it. I think we put way too much pressure on our surroundings and the people around us, and then we measure their friendship by that too. And I think we're doing ourselves a great disservice when we do stuff like that. I'm gonna take the purple now and just tap my brush in there. You can almost say that it's like pastels. It's not pastels, but it's kind of coming off as pastels. But you know, we're doing ourselves a disservice, and we really just have to, you know, I'm a Christian, so I believe in the power of prayer, and I believe that those who are around you are supposed to be there, and those who are not supposed to be there are not gonna be there. So for your tribe and your friends, don't measure their friendship based on what they do for you, or you know, their support that they are or are not giving you that you can or cannot see. No, just do your stuff. Just do it. That's all you gotta do. Just do it. So I am using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in shade 355. I'm a little nervous to do it, but I'm going to do it nonetheless. I'm going to see what happens. Okay. Maybe I got it right. Maybe I got it right, y'all. Okay. And you can see I did not color correct either. And so, yeah, you know, we do ourselves a disservice by expecting our friends to do things like that for us. And we can't do that. It is imperative that we just continue doing whatever it is that we're doing. Just do it. And it's okay. I'm gonna pull this back. And your girl got her hair pressed a couple days ago, but you know, I live in Florida, and you know, Florida humidity doesn't allow silk presses to be great. So, you know, just out here keeping it wrapped up, hoping that it doesn't act like a crazy person. And as you can see, Look what they did. I just grabbed it. Because I kind of remember what I had before, but not in its entirety. So I just really grabbed it and went. So I think I'm alright. Hey, put a little bit more on my melasma here. And my melasma came on while I was pregnant. Yay. And they said it was gonna go away. 6 years later, it's still here. So that's that. So I'm gonna be using my Morphe Concealer. And this is in shade 64.65. And I don't contour just because I don't know how to. It is what it is. It's really nothing to it. I just don't know how to. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I think people put a big emphasis on contouring. I really don't care to. I don't need my cheeks to look any structured. My face doesn't need to look any more structured than it already kind of is. And whatever roundness is there, let it be there. However broad my nose is, let it be broad. I'm not necessarily trying to change my features on my face, so I just don't. So it is what it is. And there's nothing wrong with it. For people who do it, they do it for whatever reason. And it's just, you know, contouring is just to give structure and dimension to the person's face. So I'm not saying that it's wrong. I just don't do it. There's some contouring specialists that I follow that when I tell y'all, whew, they are litty with the contouring. Contour for the gods, honey. For real. They contour for the gods. So, and when you are in a rush with yourself, you kind of want to use your time to the best of your ability. And if you have lashes that you're putting on, I wasn't necessarily going to put on lashes today, but I'll do it. Why the heck not? I think I've gotten accustomed to wearing them now, and I never thought that I would say that. I never thought those words would come out of my mouth. That I am accustomed to wearing, I'm becoming accustomed to wearing lashes. And I still don't even think I'm putting them on properly. Isn't that the funny part? I still don't even think I'm putting them on properly. But you know, I do it to the best of my little ability, and I call it a day. I am not going to drive myself nuts over lashes. And I use black adhesive just because I like the way it looks. And before I apply the lashes, I'm using my Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. And really and truly, I do have lashes, so I could just very well leave them the way that they are. But I do like the little emphasis and the little oomph that fake false lashes do give. I don't make mine too big. I don't get them too big. I still want them to look like mine, but just extended a little bit. And that's how I feel mine are. Just a little extended. Those are my natural lashes. So, and I always do this to my brows. My brows always end up being lopsided after I do my my T-zone shading. And I'm still baking. Remember, I'm still baking. So I still have my setting powder on. I have not dusted it away yet. So I'm gonna dust that away actually before I dust this away. I'm going to apply my face powder before I put on my lashes. And let's get the lashes. Lord, let's see. All right, so got my lashes on. It took me a little while, but got my AnGLOWla and getting my fan. You only need a little bit. They say you're supposed to throw away your makeup every 6 months. But honey, not the way this stuff lasts. Y'all see that? Come on. Kind of fan it. You know, if you want to put a little here. Some people put it here. Some people put it there. And that's it. And so I pressed up my hair. And all I did was twist it. All I did was twist it. Twist it like that. Just twisted it back. Twisted it and tied it down. Now if this works for you, then keep it. But I am gonna put a little bit of curl in the front area. Nothing major, nothing too crazy. I have not, and this is the last time I'll be putting any kind of heat to my hair. That's it. Let's see if I can get my right side. My right side never wants to cooperate with me. And when you're curling, you have to do it the same. Hey!